I muted myself. And welcome. I knocked myself into a mute.
Nailed it.
Hell yeah. The thing was vibrating. Welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. I think it's 1854, and you got Mark and Pat. It's
Yeah, just the two boys tonight.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Hello.
We're going to live it up.
Yeah. When the cat's away, the mice will play.
The mice will play.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fired up, Mark. 1854. What do you got? What's on the docket?
Dude, I have 3 stories. I know you have 3 stories too. So I don't even really want to spoil them. One's really sad. I put the sad one last. I might do an audible and move the sad one up.
Okay.
But there's another like negligence in medical donations that I have. That's the sad one.
Fun.
A lot of fun.
That sounds fun, dude.
Yeah. What do you have?
Oh, bro. Well, we're talking about death on a cruise ship. We're talking about social media bans. We got an oil tanker. I don't know if you heard that, but the U.S. took a tanker.
Hell yeah.
We took a tanker. We're talking about that.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's our tanker now. We're the captain now.
Hell yeah. Tanks away. Well, why don't you tell us what's going on what's going on in your household? I heard some bad things.
Bro, we got it all, bud. Okay, so if you got kids, you'll understand that when the kids stay home from school, your day is just fucked. It's fucked in a way that until it happens, you've never had a fucked day like that before because you have all the professional responsibilities that you're only able to squeak through while they're at school. But then they're not there, and the professional responsibilities are still there, and they want your full-on fucking undivided attention. So we're on day 5, no school, plus the 2 weekend days there. The one kid came home with RSV, gave that to the whole house, and then the other kid came home from his school with the flu. That gave that to the whole house. They met somewhere in the middle, passed it off to each other. So it's been diarrhea, coughing, vomiting,
perfect storm.
fever, chills, eye pain, sore throats, you name it.
Oh, man.
And dude, Kate got it. I mean, look, my 2-year-old could have gotten it bad, but he can't talk, so we don't know. But Kate got it real bad.
Damn.
So I just left her, put 3 pairs of socks on her. She's trying to write her jokes for the FS1 show tomorrow.
Oh man, they might be like really good or really weird.
Well, they're going to be very Kate, I'll tell you that. But whether she delivers them or not, I don't know. But no one else can really deliver her jokes. So we'll see. We'll see.
She's already hilarious. What if she finds her way as the sick comic? Like, then that has to be like her gimmick.
Dude, I didn't see Weapons, but every time she talks, I'm like, it reminds me of that old lady from Weapons.
Yeah, Aunt whatever.
It gives me a jolt, dude. I tried to take a nap the other day, and she was on the
Aunt
phone
Gladys.
with someone.
Yeah.
Dude, it was haunting me. It haunted my nap. Because she was like,
Aunt Gladys prequel coming out. Why don't you hit us with 1854 facts? Was it a good year?
All right,
bad year?
I'll tell you what happened there, guy. The Republican Party was formed.
Okay, so they got rid of was the Whigs?
The Whigs, they shut the Whigs down.
Yeah, they rebranded.
Those Republican 1.0 opposed the expansion of slavery. That was the formation of their party. You may have heard of one of their early stars, Abraham Lincoln. Ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep, that's right. Wood's Dispatch took place. That's a crucial document which laid the foundation for modern education in India. So
you don't have to tell me. Yeah.
Louis Vuitton was formed. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The first commercial
When were the
oil
knockoffs formed? The same year?
Soon, bud.
Yeah.
Soon thereafter. The first commercial oil well was drilled. That's pretty cool for all you oil cats out there, Landman fans.
I don't even watch Landman, but I'm getting more into oil now, just because I want money.
Just you mean generally?
Yeah, like I also like striking oils like as I get older,
Bro, you could just strike
resonates
gas.
whatever.
I got a buddy who got me in on the tiniest oil investment ever. So small that they had to like make a special exemption for me to like carve me the smallest slice, and then they laughed at what I had to offer to the pot. But they let me in like a pauper. It was like a fun game for them. And you get like a check every quarter. And it's tens of dollars, but it just comes forever. So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like a
All right,
cheeseburger every quarter you get.
a good year. Um, Big Fudge in the comments wants everyone to know it's one day from trivia, which is true. It's technically, if you're live, it's 2 nights from trivia because you're watching it Wednesday night, but you're listening to this Thursday, which makes it one day from trivia. Trivia is Friday night. We'll post a link in the Discord and the Patreon. You got to be on patreon.com/hardfactor to get in there. It's the best. It's like pub trivia if you ever played that. We got Mike Wade, who's the best host ever. He cuts a little bit loose with us, and we all cut it a little bit loose and have a little fun. So, get in
That's
there.
right. That's right. Pretty excited.
Right. I'm going to go first, Pat. I'm just taking
Jump
the reins.
right in, bud.
I don't know if you've heard, but there's some deporting going on.
Yeah, I've heard about the deporting.
Have you heard about it? Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of porting. There's a lot of deporting happening.
There's a lot of deporting. Yeah. That's coming from a federal agency that's been around for a while. And based on my knowledge from watching fictional crime TV shows like Law and Order, sometimes the immigration officers who are federal clash with witnesses set to testify or criminals being tried that are illegal immigrants, right? It's like,
What?
oh, you know what I'm talking about?
No, give me an example. I'm not really sure I followed you.
So, like, if an illegal immigrant is a witness to a crime and they're set to testify, and then
Right.
like the state prosecution wants to use them, but then ICE comes in, they're like, no, we got to deport them. And they're like, no. No. Or if they're the criminal and then they're like, well, let's arrest them and try them here and put them in jail here. And then ICE is like, immigration officer, like, no, we got to deport them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
like
I mean, the amount of money it costs, I mean, everything's fucked. You can't really make an argument in this country anymore because everything's so fucked with like private everything and lobbying and shit. But why we pay for illegal immigrants, undocumented persons who are criminals to stay in our jails makes no sense to me. Right? Like,
yeah,
why,
dude.
You know what I mean?
I mean, people staying in jails for real long periods of times doesn't make sense
it's
to me
expensive
either.
as shit. But yes, Mark, you're right. That is a great setup for one episode of one procedural show.
Yes,
once.
Exactly. That's what exactly. So
you can't deport them.
You're following me. Big Dick Federal crime or Big Dick Federal comes in and fucks up someone else's case. Well, apparently that's what's
the feds are all over us.
Yeah, but we need it for this rape trial because it's Law and Order. Special
victims unit, obviously.
They do a lot of rape. Apparently that's what's going on right now. But it's not Big Dick Federal versus Shrivel Dick State. It's feds on feds.
Dude, feds on feds is a thing that a lot of people don't know about. Feds hate feds. They're real competitive. Feds are competitive with feds. They don't like to share information. They don't like other feds to get the glory.
Same team, but not same team.
Right.
So after a year's long, which could be 1 or more years, FBI investigation of a Belarusian woman accused of smuggling American aviation equipment and technology into Russia, Yana Leonova, the Belarusian bootlegger, was finally extradited to the U.S. to face her day with Lady Justice, right?
Okay.
There she is.
She can't see shit. Don't let her drive.
She's blind.
No, and she's a woman.
Yeah,
that's right. You see what I'm saying?
Who was driving? Lady Justice? Who drove this car? Lady Justice? The U.S. legal system is gonna fuck you up, Yana, you thieving bitch, by the way. Oh, wait. Before she could be tried for fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy, ICE snatched her away from the FBI and is detaining her with plans on deporting her. So the FBI spends years trying to get this like fucking smuggler into the U.S. to arrest her on like fucking horrible crimes, and then ICE took her that day and is like, we're just sending her back.
They intradicted her after she was extradited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm rethinking that. If you commit the crime in this country, okay, and you're not supposed to be here, 50-50, get the fuck out, because I don't want us to pay for the jail. If you commit the crime outside of this country, against this country, we're coming to get you.
Right.
That's how I feel about that. Come here and we'll pay for it.
She's adjacent to a terrorist, right? She's taking our like most prized aviation technology, giving it to Russia during the Ukraine war. They were using it like for their benefit and stuff. And we finally got her. She's a spy. We finally got her. And then ICE is like, no, but she's not from America. Send her back. It's like,
They got to meet
well,
their quota, bud. They got to meet
did
that
you guys
quota.
talk at all?
They
This
don't
is like
talk.
when we had the ice storm in Austin years ago that I still bitch about, and they shut down all the power, and they shut down the power to the only water supply in Austin without telling them, and then we didn't have water for a week because they didn't have
Right.
power.
And then
Because you should have called the water company,
Greg
Enron,
Abbott
whatever,
blamed it on wind
ERCOT.
power because
Right.
oil and gas owns him instead of it totally being oil and gas. He said it was wind.
Same
This
team.
is-
You got to talk. You got to talk.
is-
Same team.
This is kind of like how we're cold-bloodedly murdering "quote-unquote" drug smugglers off the coast of Venezuela, but then Trump pardoned the former president of Honduras who smuggled in like 400 million kilos of cocaine into our country. You care about one, but you don't care about the other, right?
Well, that guy can scratch, the backs.
You can
So
scratch back.
here's a quote from the FBI, one of the top guys. Actually, this is from a judge. Sorry. Indeed, it's both preposterous and offensive for the governments to bring someone to the United States against their will and then turn around and seek ICE detention because that person is here illegally. That's from some judge, Zia M. Farquhar, whatever. The government needs to decide what its priorities are, this judge went on to say. Do you want to detain people and put them in jail for crimes in the U.S., or do you want to deport them? And I say we do both, Pat, or at least threaten to. Just keep extraditing her, and then right before her trial, deporting her. That's that'll fuck with your head.
It's stressful, and that's half the punishment. No, this is like a decision that a computer would make, right? And that's kind of what we're facing down. It's like a computer is going to be making all of our decisions, and this is the type of mistake you'd expect for a computer to make. Like, wait a minute,
yeah,
you imported her, but then also she technically is illegal, so now you're going to export her. But no, it's human error here, just idiocy.
And she just keeps getting on planes. The FBI was pretty pumped about charging her before they got cucked from within. And here's the quote from the FBI Assistant Director Roman Rosavasky. He said this once Yana was first extradited. It's like we got our girl. He said the quote, the FBI has made it a top priority to keep U.S. technology from making its way to our adversaries' hands. To anyone considering helping a hostile nation state obtain export controlled technology, let today's charges serve as a warning to you. The FBI and our partners will find you no matter where you are and bring you to justice. What's that? She's been detained by ICE and she's deported. Fuck!
I shouldn't have just said all that.
Yeah, he walked away from the podium, head down. Yeah.
Bummer.
He was just muttering, why am I even doing this, as he walked away from the podium. I got a family they don't see. And
we're going to get a reputation for being idiots.
Yeah. This is so stupid. Okay, I'm going to do one more.
Yeah.
I'll do one more. Alarming trend at higher education centers, aka schools, aka the Ivies. I'm talking Stanford and et others, the whole
Stanford et al. Yes.
Stanford et al. Yeah.
Not technically an Ivy.
Is it not? I always go back and forth on Stanford.
No, I'll tell you. The Ivy League is a sports league. Specifically, it's Cornell,
Brown,
Harvard,
Penn,
Yale, Penn, Dartmouth, and
I always forgot
Cornell already. I said Cornell. Then you got the Brown, you got the Harvard, you got the Penn, you got the Dartmouth, you got the Yale, you got the Brown.
Yale, you didn't say Yale before.
Yeah, and the Yale. Oh, and Columbia.
Stanford should really be in there. But according to an article published by The Atlantic, some education reporter named Rose Horowitz claims that 20% of Brown and Harvard undergrads have, I assume, self-identified but been granted learning disability status, which is hilarious and high, but not nearly as high as the 38% of disabled Stanford undergrads.
Dude, it's not just that. It's across the whole country, bro. Like, there was another article from the Atlantic that covered this. Great headline. The headline pulled me right in. And I said, what, they got a bunch of disableds at these colleges? And then I realized, I'm one of them. I got pissed because
you are.
You know what? They're exploiting, my disability.
Correct,
and
Pat.
They're making a mockery of it because they can. Because they can get the extra benefits. It's like being physically disabled, and then everyone has access to a handicap parking sticker, and then you're just You're the asshole.
we're going to get into the exploitation and then how it's not everywhere in the country. With the one area it's not is also ironic. And I wrote this down, but you already nailed it. I said, now you're probably confused, which you're not, but not as confused as the 38% of Stanford students, because I was doing a disability joke. But let me explain. They're pulling the old comfort pet, or whatever it's called, emotional support pet. So I can take my dog on the plane, right? The kids are all saying they have ADD and ADHD or anxiety or depression. And all of those count now as being disabled in the America Disability Act, ADA. And they're getting that designation by just claiming they're anxious or depressed, which allows them things like extra time to take written exams.
Dude, I am so disabled.
And other bullshit, yeah. Everyone has anxiety and depression.
Like, respect me, Mark. I'm very disabled.
Yeah, you have to take medication for ADHD.
Give me respect.
Yeah, you're in there. The claim is that these kids are going, to really tough schools, getting their ass kicked by the curriculum, and then all figuring out this loophole advice to apply for learning disabilities, probably to not only get in on the school perks like extra exam time and delayed homework, but that fresh Adderall.
Well, okay, so they're a little bit
that
different.
helps with studying too.
It's a little bit different. It's the exam time that's the big one,
yeah.
Right? But you have to get an IEP, an assessment, right? An individualized education plan.
You don't think I can act depressed?
You could. It's not special. What I do is not special. Anyone can act as dumb as me. But I mean,
when I get an IEP, I get anxious. I just channel that.
That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy that depression would play into that. But an IEP, like it used to be, the school, if you were at a good school system, they'd administer you the IEP. But it's like a big deal. It takes time.
No. It's like how you go online now and you say, like I can't fucking think, and they give you Adderall. It's just like that's the
the prescription drug is different. I mean, a doctor's got to give you that. But
that's true. But you can go online. They kind of put the kibosh on that. But 2023 was a big boom for just saying you can't think, and then it's like a telehealth, whatever.
I also think that if you're going to get into an Ivy League, it definitely, for the most part, required parental hovering, right? And parental involvement, right? And parental striving. And when those parents start striving, they start looking for edges.
Oh, they're giving you the anxiety.
And one of the edges is, wait a minute, I can go and say my kid's, disabled from a learning perspective. He gets extra test time, thereby increasing the chances he gets to the Ivy.
They're sipping their pina coladas by their giant pool, bragging to their parents at the tennis court, saying, "Oh, my kid's so disabled at Stanford."
It used to be so uncool, bud. I mean, it was so uncool, man.
Well, here's where it gets even sadder. Sadly, the average learning disability is designated by undergrads at community college on average this year is between 3% and 4%. So the kids that actually have learning disabilities are just working their asses off, and the Stanford kids and future CEOs are taking shortcuts. Shocking.
I got to tell you, as a guy that spent time in the special education section of our public school, which is that was the embarrassing part, and then did both higher education and community college, I got to tell you, Mark, it's the kids at community college that are LD, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. It's so you've got Stanford at 38%, and the Ivy League's at an average of over 20%, and then all the hardworking community college kids that.
Some of the dumbest ever at community college.
They're just not taking advantage because the smart people in our country take advantage of all the loopholes. This is one of them. So I'm going to do the ad and then you can go.
Jump right in, bud.
I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm looking pretty comfortable. It's because I'm in a True Classic. The guys at True Classic started with a simple mission to bring premium, comfortable clothing to the masses because looking and feeling great shouldn't come with a designer price tag. And it's true. You can get like a 9-pack of True Classics and then just have your whole week's worth of clothing plus, and it's not that inexpensive. Clearly, people agree because over 25 million shirts have been sold to 5 million customers and more than 200,000 5-star reviews have been left. True Classic has become a staple in closets everywhere, like ours.
My closet, your closet, the other boys' closets.
They're not about just fabric or fit. It's about confidence. And when you put on a True Classic, you do feel confident. That is a fact. Not a non-deniable fact. So that's what makes True Classic the perfect gift this holiday season, whether you're shopping for your dad, your brother, your partner, or guess what? Women and kids now They have the clothing there for them. So everyone in your life, True Classics has something for everyone. Same premium comfort and perfect fit that built the brand are now available for the whole family. The pieces fit where they should. They feel incredible. And again, they're not going to break the bank. It's the perfect gift. So skip the guesswork and the overpriced designer stuff this holiday season. Give comfort, give confidence, give True Classic. You can find them at Amazon, Target, Costco, and Sam's Club, or head to trueclassic.com/hard factor to grab the perfect gift for everyone on your list, and then type in at the end there when they're like, how'd you hear about us? They're going to list like 6 podcasts that I guess are bigger than us. Type in our name at the bottom.
Yeah, type in hard factor.
Yeah.
Get yourself some TCs, baby. Let's talk about a 35-year-old California man who went on a Royal Caribbean cruise last year, okay, and tragically died on the cruise ship. And the lawsuit that his family is bringing against Royal Caribbean, saying that it's not his fault that he died on the cruise ship. In fact, it's because he was overserved.
Oh.
Specifically, 33 drinks. He was
Whoa.
overserved 33 drinks.
So that's what we know.
That's what we know.
He might have had some in the cabin too.
Well, we know a little bit. This is Michael Virgil of Moreno Valley, California. Okay, this is him and his fiancee. They're taking a selfie. Describe Michael for me, if you wouldn't mind, Mark.
He looks like a Hard Factor host.
He looks like a Hard Factor host.
Bigger guy, bearded.
Yeah, he looks like
loves his wife and his kid.
That might say, "Nah, I'm just playing." He might say, "Nah, I'm just playing."
Looks sometimes. Like he might order 33 drinks.
Yeah, about 33, I'd say. Okay, anyway, he got on.
R.I.P.
He got on the Royal Caribbean cruise ship, the Navigator of the Seas. They boarded in Los Angeles. It was just supposed to be a 3-day cruise. This was December.
Oh, 13th. So he's packing it in, yeah.
Oh, he's packing it in, buddy. It's just, maybe they're cruising down to like Mexico. I don't know. But just 3 days, December 13th, 2024. And he gets on with his fiancee, Connie Aguilar, and their son, according to court documents filed in Miami, Florida.
What the hell does that mean?
What do you mean?
His son, according to court documents?
Oh, all that data I just gave you was according to court documents.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Then his son's name is according to court documents.
What are you saying about his fiance?
Don't worry about it. Look, Michael Virgil, okay, they got on board at around 10:30 a.m., okay, but their cabin wasn't ready. Uh-oh, that stinks. So
it's early. 10:30 is early to board a cruise.
A cruise, right? But they're excited. They want to get going.
Yeah.
So the family was directed to the bar area to wait. And after waiting for, quote, some time, Michael's son, who's autistic, grew impatient, and the fiancé took him to check in on the cabin status, right? And yeah, sure, the son could be autistic. He could also just be 6, right?
Right. That happens a lot, too.
Yeah, kids are going to just
They're diagnosing kids with autism pretty early.
Well, it's just like, hey, go wait in this area and do nothing. That's a bar.
I got held back in preschool. You know what I mean? I'm glad they weren't diagnosing back then.
Right, and you're 6. And I don't know if they're putting that he's autistic to try to make the lawsuit seem more sympathetic. I don't know. But Michael Virgil, he said, no, y'all go check on the room. I'm going to stay here at the bar because, it's vacation. And after all, I did purchase the deluxe beverage package.
Well, that's a smart move.
Yeah. Okay. So the deluxe beverage package, Mark, is all you can drink. It's unlimited drinks, the good stuff too.
It also doesn't let the bartender make judgment calls. Apparently,
no, not at all. Right? Because you paid for it.
That's what you pay for.
Look, I made an exchange. Yeah. Okay, and that exchange means you're going to give me all I can drink. I love the idea that you get on a Royal Caribbean cruise and your room's not ready and they send you to your bar and then your kid starts freaking out and your lady's like, I'll take him. And then you immediately just turn on the faucet.
This guy had never had a chance.
You're right. I better get a bunch of pops in. Look, guys, he didn't really leave the bar area. He said, she's got him. And he sat there and drank 33 drinks over the next couple hours.
Do they have not that
come on, man.
Not that it matters because he died.
Come on, dude. He didn't. Come on, man.
Do they have like a breakdown of whether we're talking like hard liquor mostly or?
I mean, look, the deluxe beverage program package includes hard liquor. Okay?
Of course it does.
Mixed drinks and beer and wine. So I don't know. Anyway, after he'd had about 33 cold ones, he said, "All right, better go check on the old lady and the kid." And he started wandering the halls, trying to find his room, but he got lost, of course, because he'd consumed 33 drinks.
Right.
And according to footage from the cruise's ship cameras, okay, and the crew members' body cameras, I didn't know crew members had body cameras, but they do. It's good policy.
It's also
Michael,
alarming.
I mean, I'd rather have anything documented, Mark.
No, I get it,
better.
but it's not a good look for cruises.
Look, it's a ship where you can get 33 drinks served to you between
They
10:30
did just
a.m. and
a
6
family.
p.m.
A family did just choke out their sister and stuff her under a bed recently.
It happens all the time on cruises. Okay, so apparently, according to body camera footage, Michael was shouting profanities at other passengers and crew members, and he exhibited, quote, violent and threatening behavior. This is about 6 p.m. So after crew members were like, "Hey, man, why don't you calm down? Chill out. I can't believe you haven't checked in on your family since 10:30 a.m. and now it's 6 p.m. You've consumed 33 drinks.
She didn't check on him either.
Your fiance's a fucking saint."
Yeah.
Yeah, about 6 p.m., according to the lawsuit, Michael charged at a crew member who was trying to subdue him, and he ended up splayed face down on the floor of a stairwell. Wow, that's not where you want to be splayed. Because they got plush carpets. You'd much rather be splayed on a carpet than on a stairwell.
So he fell down the stairs?
No. It was the stairwell, so it was a landing. But
Okay.
it took 5 crew members to pile on top of him before they could
That's not good.
get him detained. Apparently, they emptied multiple cans of pepper spray directly into his face.
Oh
but
my God.
That wasn't stopping him. That just made him more angry. He was Hulk mode after 33 cold ones. And this is the crazy one, man.
What did he die of? Rage?
Well, he died of an enlarged heart, asphyxiation. I guess he couldn't breathe, maybe. But also, Royal Caribbean crew members injected him with haloperidol, which is a prescription med used to treat schizophrenia.
They injected him?
Yeah, I guess it's like a ship. Dude, there's weird rules on the sea. Like, the sea has weird rules, and I guess it's the type of rule where you can inject someone as a last resort.
If the pepper spray doesn't work
Right,
and the
and the
5
5
guys
crew
don't
members.
work, you get the needle?
Yeah, you get the needle.
Ooh. I'm starting to come around to the family side here. He was served 33 drinks and then 5
They
people
overserved him.
pepper sprayed him and then they injected him, Pat. I'm seeing a wrongful death somewhere.
Okay.
Here.
Well, look, the L.A. coroner's office determined it a murder, but no one's been charged. But the lawsuit is being served.
Well, you'd have to charge the whole staff.
You'd have to charge the whole staff. But I don't know, man. Like, the guy's got to take some responsibility, right?
Of course.
I mean, you don't just get served 33 drinks, okay? It takes work to get 33.
What happened to tricking him into a 34th drink and locking him in a room?
Well, dude, the problem is he hadn't checked
That's
in.
the old school way of dealing with a drunk. You trick him into another drink.
He hadn't gone to his room
But the drink
yet,
is
Mark.
a bed.
10:30 a.m. to 6 o'clock of hard drinking on the water.
Yeah.
How was he ever going to find his room?
No, I got an extra room, staff room.
Look, he's the type of guy that can't.
They found
he
the
can't-
needle.
He can't be told nothing. That's right. They found the needle. Anyway, sad story. But crazy to think that somehow it's the ship's fault for overserving him. Okay.
Yeah,
this
it's a
one's-
gray area and it's a sad one, but a
It's
lot
not
of
that
a
gray.
lot of wrongs were done.
As guys who've consumed 33 drinks, it's a special talent and it takes work to get that many, especially from a bar.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering, because of his size, if it was beers or liquor. But that is a short period of time.
33 beers, 33 liquors, it doesn't matter.
It's a little different.
You think so?
Yeah,
There's got to be a point of no return, no matter what you're drinking.
I think 33 beers, you go to sleep. 33 liquors, you get ejected.
Right, you charge a crew member.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a gross one if you like to ride Waymos.
Gross.
Yeah. A woman gave birth in a Waymo on her way to the University of California, San Francisco Medical Center on Monday. She popped that baby out right there in the robo taxi, squeezed it out. This is according to a Waymo spokesperson
They did not account for this in the Waymo testing.
who gave a statement on
No
Wednesday.
chance. If they don't have school buses down, they don't have birthing.
Dude, imagine the thwap sound when it just when it just lowered out of her.
The Waymo thinks it's the
canal.
dad.
Yeah.
Takes her to a special place.
Right. He does. He locks the doors.
I'll work extra hours now.
I've always wanted one. God, the company said its rider support team detected, quote, unusual activity inside the vehicle and called to check on the rider as well as alert 911. Yeah, the unusual activity was the smell sensors were going off. The moisture sensors, dude.
How much is the
ma'am? It says this Waymo is currently submerged in a lake. But it looks like you're driving on the highway. Are you okay?
Yeah, you said one person was in the Waymo. We're gonna charge you for the extra person.
Yeah. Well, technically, 2 became 3 because I think the dad was in there too.
Okay, there you go.
Maybe, I don't know. It says the taxi and its passengers, so that could be the mom.
Did she have to pay extra for a cleaning fee?
Dude, well, we're gonna get to that. Okay, we're gonna get to that because what is the?
Did she have to buy a new Waymo
for birth? I mean, I remember right before Lyft came out was when we were using a lot of drunk taxi rides, and that's when I first started seeing the $250 fine for vomiting in a taxi sign.
Yeah, with inflation, birthing should be $5,000.
Yeah, birthing's expensive, dude. You can't ever get that smell out. Yeah, the taxi made it safely to the medical center, thank gosh, and the mother and child were good. They said they're not available to do an interview. Yeah, Waymo said that the vehicle was taken out of service for cleaning after the ride.
I think that Waymo's emotionally damaged. They're going to have to decommission it.
Think about how big of a mess it had to have been for a press person from Waymo to donate to notate that it got taken out of circulation for cleaning.
Yeah.
No,
apparently this is that Waymo's never riding again.
Apparently this is not the first time a baby's been delivered in a Waymo.
Really?
To the company, yeah. But I looked into it, guys, and here's the policy.
What are your thoughts on that, by the way?
What do you mean?
Well, if the husband was in the car,
right?
Shouldn't he drive her?
Well, so they live in San Francisco. They might not have. A car.
Right. Shouldn't you plan for this? A Waymo.
You got to plan for it.
I feel like a Waymo's last resort.
I mean, I can only speak to the one time I've been a part of a natural birth, but you usually have time, right?
Right. Some people go to labor super early.
Right. If they're not paying attention, or there are certain people that like push it because they don't want to go sit in a hospital.
Right.
For a couple days.
Don't you usually have like a friend as a backup if you don't have a car?
Yeah, you have a plan.
Yeah.
Unless you're a DJ, you have a plan.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess theirs was Waymo. And yeah, so here's the deal. Waymo cleaning policies, guys. For those that self-report their mess during their ride, okay, so if you self-report...
You narc on yourself, you get a discount?
If you soil the back seat of a Toyota Corolla with embiotic sac fluid and placenta, the fee's only $50 if you narc on yourself, okay? For issues that go unreported, so if you break your water all over the cloth seats of that Waymo... It's going to be $100 for the first violation, okay? And for subsequent violations, so if you do it twice, if you, God forbid, you give birth in a Waymo 2 times and you're keeping mum about it, they're going to charge a fee up to the cost of cleaning, and your account standing may also be impacted.
So I don't know, Waymo. Like the whole Uber policy you're talking about, like with the $200 or whatever for throw up.
That was a taxi policy. People might have that personally.
I feel like Uber and Lyft were similar. It was minimum of 100, probably more for throw up. Like years ago, it's always the ladies doing it. But the purpose is not only to pay the individual driver who's working for your company's fee, but to make the car not smell.
Right.
for the next customer. Like Waymo's still going to have a next customer. So why would it be $50 if it's going to smell like placenta?
I
Like,
think
shouldn't
it's
it?
because well, it's also kind of messed up
Shit.
because when you throw up in an
A lot of people
Uber,
shit themselves when they give birth.
it's kind of like it's like breaking a handyman's hammer. Like
Uh huh.
you're impacting their livelihood because you're hurting their tools. But a Waymo is their tool, so
I know. I'm just more
it's
thinking
more
of the
like
next like 78 passengers that have to get
giving.
whiffs of baby juice.
Right. Well, the Waymo had to eat it, which is gross. It had to
Yeah.
suck the mess up, and then technically, it's kind of like giving
I'm
birth
ready.
on the handyman. Anyway, I don't know. Let's move on.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
gross.
Australia, ever heard of it?
Uh-huh.
Has banned social media for kids under 16, which good. Thank God. I hope this comes to the United States.
Yeah,
Pretty
no
awesome.
problems.
The platforms are Instagram, Facebook, X, Snapchat, TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, among some of them that are required to enforce.
How do you do
The
that? How do you do that?
It's on the platforms, and then they'll get hit with heavy fines if they don't.
But
But
how do you
like,
do that? Does that mean anyone of age has to present their license or something? I don't.
yeah, that's one
'Cause that
option.
sucks.
There's facial recognition technology. That's another option. You could set up an
Sucks.
account. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's in the same way that like I don't jerk off to Pornhub when I'm in Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's porn, and they're asking you to present a license, and no one's willing to do that because it's embarrassing. Why would you want to present your license to go shit post online?
Or you could just present your face, right? And then you can make
Yeah,
a determination of whether you're 16 or not.
yeah.
I don't know, Mark.
The
Don't worry
face is
about it.
better, but
Don't worry about it. Okay. According to early reports, the ban is already paying dividends. Apparently, the chat rooms in Australia are just full of all pervs, with roughly half of them pretending to be teenage girls and the other half pretending to be not living with their mothers. They're just in there talking dirty to each other, none the wiser.
two guys living with their mothers in the basement.
Yeah.
One guy's pretending to be a teenage girl. The other guy's pretending to be rich.
Yeah, it's perfect. They're just they're just occupying each other's time.
That's good.
Yeah. Did you see the did you did you see the Trump card? So the gold
No.
card, the Trump gold card website.
I thought that already came out.
The website launched yesterday. Okay.
Okay.
It's trumpcard.gov.
Was it 5 million?
It's $1 million
Okay.
to become a lawful permanent resident. So it's for a green
Well, that
card.
Belarusian woman could probably afford it.
She could probably afford it, or you can get the Trump corporate card to sponsor employees. Now, it does require a one-time.
Okay.
This card is fucking insane. This
How many
website's
can you
fucking
sponsor
insane.
with the corporate card?
Two? I think two.
Okay.
You have to put forth a $15,000 DHS, Department of Homeland Security, processing fee that's non-refundable to even apply, and then a contribution of $1 million will give you U.S. residency in record time.
Hilarious.
yeah.
Other countries have done this, and we've done this at a much lower scale. But the actual Trump card with his face on it is
It's pretty ridiculous.
something.
It's absolutely insane. Did you know what kind of hit me the other day is that they put that ban on travel of any kind from quote unquote shithole countries, and like 5 of those shithole countries are in the World Cup this year.
Oh, how are they going to get here?
I'm sure the teams will come, but like the fans can't, which is so fucked up, dude.
That's good for us. It's good for the home team.
Good to get tickets.
Yeah.
Better to get tickets. I'm gonna try to get.
We're
some tickets.
playing Australia, Paraguay, and probably Turkey. Is Turkey on that list? I hope they're good.
I don't
We need
know.
Turkey to be on that list.
I signed up for a Bank of America card, which is going to give me access to potentially buy tickets. I suggest you do the same, Mark. February is when they're going to send the email, and you got to get in there and buy the tickets.
I'd love to go to a World Cup game. I don't know if it's in the cards this time. We'll see.
That's okay.
We'll see.
Just put it on that credit card you applied for.
It's true.
It's part of the deal. We took an oil tanker, Mark.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on.
From who?
From Venezuela.
Hell yeah.
We had a bunch of military guys fast roping out of helicopters onto this oil tanker today.
That's ours, baby.
Yeah, it turns out the oil tanker had been sanctioned for running oil to like Iran.
For not being run by Americans.
Right, exactly. When asked about the oil, Trump said, "I assume we'll keep it. That's our oil now."
Nice.
this has kind of been done before in a couple instances, but what's really weird is it's Venezuela. Like Trump is gung ho about going to war with Venezuela. Apparently, there's fighter jets circling Venezuela right now.
Will kind of called this one. I thought it was one of Will's maybe a little bit too earlys or wrongs on geopolitics, but he kind of called this one early.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna happen. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no reason we're doing what we're doing unless we're gonna.
It's looking like a major coup or violence. Yeah.
We're gonna take Venezuela in some way, shape, or form. So that's cool. That's new, and that's the show.
Yeah, I will say that not a lot of cost of living has gone down, but gas in Austin, Texas is very cheap. It's like $2.05 in some places.
That's great. Freedom costs.
Take those tankers.
$2.05. Yeah, that's our oil now, motherfucker. Anyway, that's the show. Get out there and have a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop!